Okay, I hope this is recording this time. Try this again. Don't fall, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try this, and hopefully it works. Hi, I'm back. You can see my hair. I've been hiding from the camera, but don't judge me by my hair. Anyway, all day it was rainy and crappy, so I couldn't do any like face-ups or anything that I was planning to do. But I want to make a video because I have been watching everybody else's response to Pettook. I think I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. Prompt about BJB stories and if they're necessary or not. And I think in this hobby, stories are good. They're amazing. When they work, they're great. When they don't, really, they're depressing. But for those who can visualize a character and dress them and get wigs for them and eyes and create the character just out of nothing from a blank doll, that amazes me. They have personality and a past and all that stuff. So it makes them unique, but in the same way, other aspects of this hobby also can make a unique doll. You can hybrid a doll to make a new combination that no one's ever seen. You can mod a doll to make something completely different. Face-ups are completely different from everybody else's. If you're good at sewing, you can make amazing clothes for your doll. And even props. You can build sets and make just incredible, sets and rooms and worlds for them. And even if you just take pictures, some photos, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So you're doing a story through a single photo, which I think, when done right, it's amazing. So there are other ways to enjoy the hobby. It doesn't have to strictly be stories. And that's fine, because like I said, I'm just impressed with all those other aspects as well. So I will enjoy people's dolls based on just how they look, how they pose, how they interact with the world around them. It's weird. And in my opinion, stories, like I said earlier, they can either be great if you have a set plan, you know the character, they work, the right sculpt pans out, you can style them the way you like, all that. When it all comes together, it's great. But when it doesn't, you have a problem. And that's kind of where I'm at with this hobby. And that's why these two are here today. My Doll Zone row, and my Doll Chateau Charles over here were my first dolls. Technically, the Doll Zone here, he was my first choice as a full set because I didn't know what I was doing in the hobby. So I just figured I'd go and grab one that had everything with him. And from the company stock photos, he fit the character for a story that I was just completely obsessed with. It was sci-fi, futuristic, immortality, cloning, just epic, amazing thing. So I ordered him. And in the meantime, while I waited, I found my Doll Chateau Charles here. And as you can see, I've had him the longest, but he's still completely naked. Don't you fall. Don't fall. I'm sorry. Sorry for the nudity. But he was in stock. I fell in love with him on the website. And he's gorgeous. He's got a beautiful face up. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. And yeah, I love this doll. And then, of course, he came like within 4 days, and that's amazing. I got him right away. There was a story for him. So now I had this whole new story just eating away at my brain about a magical place with elves and dryads and sylphs and fairies and centaurs and all these different races and humans interacting, and fantasy land, just fantasy world. And I was so happy because he fit perfectly. He was the doll for the main character part, well, in that section of the story. It's gotten crazy since then. And I have never ever shared that story with you guys because like I said, this doll is great, but he has issues. You can see he's all curled up. That is my issue. I can't get him to pose, so I can't take pictures. And when I tell a story, I'd love to embellish it with photos and just give it a better sense, give you a better feel for his world. And yeah, with all these little extra joints and his just strange unwillingness to cooperate with me, he's been kind of a little pain in the butt. So his world is on hold because his sculpt is not cooperating with me. So that makes me really sad because the story's there, but I just cannot bring it to life because of other issues. And he's pretty much, his character is fine. He's got the wig I need for him. He's put together right. It's just I'm having technical issues. So until I can resolve them, the story it will never be told. And that just drives me nuts. But this guy, okay. Trying not to drop anybody, but they're not cooperating. He's still. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna swap him to the couch. Don't fall. Okay. Now, sorry for the rambling. Then, okay, this little guy came. My doll zone row. He finally comes 5 months later. And that whole period of time I'm thinking, I have a new story I want to focus on now. The old one is, like, in my head, it's just a flicker. It's not a burning, like, thing I have to get out and written down and everything. So I was thinking of canceling my order for him. And then I thought, no, that's stupid, because he's already probably halfway done, and I would feel bad at that point to cancel, because, I mean, he is gorgeous, too. I love him, his face up, and his styling, and his wig, and he's just a cute little guy. So, yeah, waited, he finally comes 5 months later. At this point, I'm thinking I'm going to sell him right away. I'm so just bummed out and depressed and I'm freaking out about it. But he came, I opened him up, I loved him. But not as the character I envisioned for the sculpt, just as is. He is what he is. He has no part of any story. He's just a doll. But this character, whoever he is, whatever his name is, I love him. I don't know why. So I feel like a closer bond almost to this doll because he doesn't have all those extra nagging little bits that you have to take pictures, I have to tell a story, I have to do this, have to do that. It's great just to have him around. He's perfect as he is. Oh my god! I know you don't like being talked bad about, but you settle down. And that's the difference. This doll, he's simple. He is what he is. This doll, who is gorgeous and has so much potential, and he has a story, and he has other characters. I've bought other characters for his world. I can't even tell their stories until I establish his world through him. So there's the problem. If you have a story and it works out, wonderful. If you have technical issues and stuff just doesn't pan out, it is very hard to deal with. I don't know, it's almost depressing because I want to share with you guys what's going on, but I have all these other hang-ups. So until I figure out his little issues, which I think I might wire him so that his arms and legs with these extra funky joints cooperate with me, then I can do more with him. But as is, like I said, he's gorgeous. He is my favorite sculpt of all the ones I have, I do believe, just because he is the character that I set out to get for that story, even though I never planned it. He came and it just happened. And that happens too. You don't plan for the sculpt for a story. You buy a random character and a story comes to life. That's amazing too, if it works out. So I think there's, yeah, both sides to the story. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't, stories are just a pain in the butt. But no matter how you enjoy the hobby, whether it be just collecting, taking photos, hybriding, whatever that word is, doing face-ups, making wigs, making clothes, making sets, I think we can all enjoy the hobby because I love seeing everybody's dolls. That's what it is. I like seeing people happy with their people, their little people. And that's the bottom line, whatever makes you happy. So, yeah, so right now, I hope sometime in the future we'll get him caught up because I really want to tell you his story. And this little guy, he just doesn't really have one, which, that's fine too. So he's just going to hang out and be my buddy, watch TV with me. We can do that. So, yeah, so that's pretty much my rambling thoughts on that whole topic. But I'd like to hear what you guys have to say too. If you haven't done that, well, it's not, she doesn't call it a prompt, but everybody's kind of made it one. So if you want to do the prompt, let us know what you feel. That's really cool, because I love watching everybody's opinion videos too. Because, yeah. I just can't not look at this doll. I'm sorry. This doll's so pretty. But yeah, I recommend both companies if you want to know. Doll Chateau, amazing company, has little quirks. Doll Zone, again, great company, has little quirks. But I think all dolls do, so yeah. But that wasn't the topic, was it? I don't know how long this video is, so I'm going to stop there before I ramble too much more. But yeah, so that's where we are for now. But till next time, until I can get his story out a little bit more. I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope to see you soon. Okay? Bye.